Vice President Mike Pence paid a visit to the Texas Gulf Coast today. Governor Greg Abbott greeted Mr. Pence when he arrived in Corpus Christi. The men then headed to Rockport, where they toured a church damaged by Hurricane Harvey nearly a year ago. The vice president visited the same church in the days immediately following Harvey's landfall. A year after Hurricane Harvey came ashore in Texas, communities along the Texas coast are still rebuilding businesses, homes, and their lives.
Brian Yu is live for us in Port Aransas, where the impact of Harvey can still be seen throughout that area. Brian?
Yeah, Ken, and it can still be seen on nearly every street here in Port Aransas. And why some businesses, like this hotel, are rebuilding, we found others are not.
I wanted to salvage this and rehang it.
Just days after Hurricane Harvey pounded the Texas coast,
Watch where you step.
Brenda Beringer walked through her restaurant hoping to rebuild.
We would like to bring it back. We just don't know.
A year later,
Right over here, about here, is the entrance to the bar.
that hope is gone.
The wine bar was right there. The door going into the kitchen was right back there.
3 years ago, Brenda and her husband sold their business in North Texas and moved down to Port Aransas to live out their dream of owning a restaurant.
It wasn't just a job, it was an adventure. It was something new every day. We met some of the most wonderful people coming into this restaurant.
But when the Beringers went to rebuild, they say their insurance offered to pay only 20% of their total policy. For 9 months, they went back and forth with their insurance. In the end, instead of building it back up,
When it came down, it was
they decided to tear it down.
something I never want to see again.
Across the Texas coast, several businesses and homeowners face similar decisions. Some still fighting insurance, hoping to rebuild. Others say they've been forced to move on.
That was the patio that we had poured when we remodeled and did it.
Brenda says she hopes one day to open a new restaurant. And yes, it will be along the Texas coast. Because while she may be walking away from this adventure, she says she won't walk away from Port Aransas.
So like most here in the Texas coast, Brenda has insurance through TWIA. That's short for Texas Wind Insurance Association. The I-Team has been looking into TWIA, and tonight at 10 we'll share with you what we found, and we'll also tell you why thousands here along the Texas coast are suing TWIA. In Port Aransas, Brian New, CBS 11 News.
Brian, thanks for that inside look at the situation there. Of course, Brian will be on the Texas coast taking a look at how it was recovered as we approach the one-year anniversary of Hurricane Harvey. We're going to be sharing his reports on air and online throughout the week.